Hey, this is Sal with Salvatize Hair Care Products, home of the Healthy Hair in 5-Day System. We're out here at Longwood Park in Salem. A good friend, Kathy Bishop, round up some girls that wanted to be part of a little experiment we're doing with the Healthy Hair System. This is Ashley. Ashley and I have talked already about this kind of stuff she does to her hair, and we're gonna I'm gonna go over the questions that I've asked her and talk about her hair and give her some product and see what happens after 5 days, see what the hair looks like then, okay? First of all, I asked you, like, what do you shampoo your hair with? Food or drugstore brand? Tell me, please.
Drugstore brand, Organics.
And it's a moisture product that also has an oil or something in it, okay? How often do you shampoo your hair?
About every 2 days.
Every 2 days. 2 lathers or one?
One.
And do you wrap your hair in a towel?
Yes.
And do you have well water?
Yes.
Yes. And what styling products do you use?
Rusk.
Rusk. And she uses a straight product and a wired product. Now the wired product, I suspect, is to give you some crunchy effect, okay? And do you lose hair? And she said,
yes.
and I asked her how much, and she said,
a lot.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna talk about the questions I've asked her, prescribe a course of action with the product to try to get the hair to be as healthy as it can be, and number one, and get that hair loss to stop. First of all, the challenge that Ashley has is that she's got well water. Well water, for those of you that have it, a little tougher to deal with. The iron that's in the water gets deposited on the hair and makes it heavy. The good thing is, and like I talked about, she's got a beautiful kind of golden highlight color over top of it, but you notice the hair doesn't shine. It absorbs light because of that residue that's on there. So the highlights are in there, but they're not shining through, and but they will ultimately. The trick is, the tough part is, if you can shampoo your hair with spring water for 5 days, you'll see a major improvement. Do you think you could do that?
I can try.
Yeah, spring water, or all the rain that we've had, especially out where you live. If you can capture a rain barrel full of water and just, even if you can shampoo your hair outside before it gets too cold, rainwater is terrific for your hair. Anytime there's rainwater, you know, just out on the porch or whatever, I grab and put it in my hair. It gives it shine, it gives it body, and it helps release some of the iron that's in the water. If you could use spring water for 5 days, your hair will have a major transformation. You want to make sure that when you use my product, you wash 2 lathers, not one, because the first lather cleans the scalp and the second lather cleans the hair. And what you'll notice if you've got well water and you switch is that you're going to have to wash your hair 3 to 4 times on the first day to get this to lather. Yeah, you're going to rinse it really good, really thoroughly with the spring water if you can, and then shampoo it really physically and quickly. It'll only lather about this far down, about this far down. Rinse it out, do it again, rinse it out, do it again. About the 3rd or 4th time, it'll travel all the way to the ends to try to break down what's on there. In 1 day, you'll see a major transformation. The hair's going to become shiny and lively and light. But definitely 2 lathers. Don't wrap your hair in a towel for the millionth time I've told everybody on the planet, because the laundry detergent and the fabric softener, coupled with the iron in the water, really weighs the hair down and is also causing a lot of the hair loss that you're experiencing. You're too young and too pretty to have thinning hair. Over time, you don't want this to thin out here or in the temples or in behind the ears. It'll get thin. So we want to stop that. Well water, you can't do anything about it. Now, styling products, I wouldn't use any styling products right now. If you get this iron off of the hair, you have such natural wave in your hair will get consistently more something. I think it's going to get consistently curlier, especially up here, which is probably where you want it, right? It's always straight here, and it gets kind of wavy down the bottom, and you get some straight spots. It's going to get consistent all over. It's going to have more body at the top, and then this is going to be consistently more of a pattern that when you do style it, it's going to be easier to do. Your hair loss will stop in 5 days. Huge, yeah. The well water, the product that you're using, the not shampooing it every day, 1 lather, wrapping it in a towel, is causing this environment on the outside that's just not conducive for hair to thrive. And what you're losing, the hair you're losing, are all these new hairs. They're not old hairs, these are new hairs. Old hairs come out anyway. You don't want the new ones to drop out first. It just causes a problem. So within 5 days, if you can use the spring water, you will see a major transformation. Now the good news is you don't always have to use spring fresh water if you live in an area where you have well water. You go back to use it, because you're not going to be able to do this all the time unless you get someone in your life to build you some sort of rain catching system that you can heat up and use. That ain't happening. So you can go back to using the well water on a regular basis. Just use the well water, but then the hair starts to get dull or doesn't do what you want, or you start to notice some hairs coming out, fresh water, 5 days. This effect will last for several weeks, even if you go back to using the well water. So if you use our stuff for 5 days in a row, and on the 6th through the 20th day you use well water, you'll still have the positive effects. Now it'll start to get dull again, it'll start to kind of misbehave, you'll start to get the flattening effect. When you see that it's not doing what you want, just go back to doing it. Also, vinegar is your best friend, cold beer on your hair is your best friend, and rainwater is the best thing on your hair. That's going to help counteract the effects of the iron.
What kind of vinegar?
White vinegar.
Okay.
Yeah, just put a little bit. Beer is good. If you get just warm beer, and after you wash your hair, just take beer and work it into the length of the hair and just rinse it out, don't wash it out, it'll take a lot of that stuff off of it. Yeah, it really will. And you can take it.
So instead of my husband drinking,
Yeah,
I
just
can
give me
rinse
that,
my
honey.
hair.
Go up there in the shower and dump it on your head. And it won't smell either. It'll take that stuff out of it.
Okay.
So, well water's challenging because of that problem. But it's a lot easier, especially in the summer months when the water's warmer. If you have a rain barrel outside to use it. When I had my salon, we always had a rain barrel, always outside. We take pictures of it. It's clean. Dump it on the hair right in the sink. It makes a big difference. It gives you some body.
Okay.
So this is Sal with Salvatize Hair Care Products. This is Ashley. We're going to really watch the results of Ashley because she's got a special challenge having to do with the well water that I think you're going to like what you find out.
Awesome.
Great. Good day.
Yep.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Thank you. See you.